dog going out and touching something with their nose. And what we're going to teach them is to hand target our hand. Justice. Yes. And so I'm not going to tell him what to do. I just said his name to get his attention. Yes. And if you guys can see, I'm going to come a little bit closer. Justice, come here. I'm putting my hand out flat like this. Yes. And he's getting a yes for touching my hand. Now, if your dog is nipping at you, then don't call it, because we want no teeth. So, oh, I'm going to ignore his paw. Yes. And he got a yes. Okay, come back here. Touch. Yes. Good. So, when your dog gets good at this and they'll follow yes, your treat, you'll start off with your hand right in front of the dog. And then like right here. And then as they get better, you're going to pull it out further. Yes. And see if you can get them to follow it. You might even have them follow between your legs. Yes. Good. He's a little more advanced for that, so he kind of blew past it because he thought I gave him another cue. So get them happy with the hand touching, and then we can eventually turn that into go say hi. So there's a person standing with Justice on a leash, and I'm a person coming up to greet him. Now I walk up and he's sitting nice, and so the person who has him can say go say hi, and the new person, you just have to tell him put your hand out and he'll bump your hand. Go say hi. Yes, he says there was nobody to go say hi to. That was funny. He was like, there's nobody to go say hi to. And what this does is it teaches them to keep their feet on the floor and gives them something to do when they're greeting somebody. Because if they don't have something to do, they can be jumping all around. So you make sure they're sitting, they're calm, and then go say hi, and they get a click and a treat for bumping the person's hand. Now some people will want to do hand targets like this, but try to keep them down like this, and if there's a little dog, try to come down a little bit lower so they're not having to levitate to get that hand target. There's a lot of ways to work on jumping whenever they're greeting people, but this is just one of them. So I want you to start off with a hand target, make it happy, then turn it into a go say hi to somebody else in your household. Another thing that you can do is just click front feet on the floor, and we're going to go over that in just a minute. Okay, so we're going to do another thing to work on keeping our dog's front feet on the floor. So what we have to do is teach them that front feet on the floor, that off means front feet on the floor. So what I'm going to do with him here, he already knows this one, so it's going to move kind of fast, but I want you to take your time with it. I'm going to try to slow him down. Now I know you guys don't have a pedestal at home, but maybe you have a footstool, or you have some steps, or maybe a chair that doesn't go with the kitchen table or something like that. A box. Find something that's elevated, and what you want to do is get them comfortable and lure them, and we talked about luring in the circle. You're just putting the treats in front of their face, and you're luring them to get comfortable with putting their paws up on something. Now some dogs have a hard time with this, so there's a couple of ways you might have to try it. But you're going to lure down, lure them up, and they get a click and a treat when their paws touch the board. Okay? Good. Now, when they get comfortable with the item, you're going to start telling them off and maybe move a little. And the timing of your clicker is when their feet hit the floor. So click up, click when their feet hit the floor. Now, when your dog is going up and down and anticipating that, start adding the word off. So I'm going to go pause, no treat. He got no treat because he knows pause. Okay, off. Oh, so that was a fail. We don't want back feet to go on. We want to isolate to those front feet because off means put your front feet on the floor. So he went up, no treat, off, and the timing of the clicker is when his feet hits the floor. So let's do that one more time. Pause up, no treat, off. And so I'm only saying off one time. Don't say it a million times. And don't name it if you're still having to lure them to the ground. I want them to anticipate, oh, she wants me to jump off of this. And you'll try it from different directions. Don't just always do it from the same direction. You want them to go, oh, I'm comfortable getting my paws up now, so I don't need the treat. Well, they won't think they need the treat, but we're not going to give them the treat because they're comfortable with it. And then tell them off. And then I want you to go out when you're on your walks and stuff and find multiple things that they can put their feet on as long as you're in a safe area. Put their feet on it, get them comfortable with it. Once they're comfortable with it, no treat for the paws. And then they get a treat for when their front feet hit the floor. So take your clicker with you. The timing of the clicker is when the front feet hit the floor. Don't be delayed or early because you want it to mean off means put your front feet on the floor.